The Taliban just shocked the world with what they're building. But here's what almost nobody is talking about. It's not just construction, it's about control. Control of water, energy, and trillions of dollars in hidden minerals, the same resources China is already eyeing. And one of these projects is now the largest of its kind in all of Asia. Stick around for what China is planning next, because that part is even bigger. 400 kilometers north of Kabul, the Taliban is building the Qosh Tepa Canal. Now, the largest man-made canal in Asia, it's over 100 kilometers long and wider than California's massive aqueduct. This colossal project is set to divert 20% of the Amu Darya River, a lifeline for Central Asia. Its goal? To irrigate over 500,000 hectares of land, an area larger than the entire state of Delaware. This could increase Afghanistan's total farmland by a third, potentially making the country self-sufficient in food for the first time in decades. 6,000 workers are digging around the clock, backed by nearly $784 million in investment. But there's a huge problem. Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan, both downstream, depend on that exact same water. Afghanistan is essentially telling its neighbors, we're taking our share, whether you like it or not. For the Taliban, water isn't just a resource, it's leverage. And this is just the beginning. Along with the canal, the Taliban is building multiple dams across the country. One of the most controversial is the Bakhshabad Dam, which is moving forward even as they argue with neighboring Iran over water rights. These dams give the Taliban three things: hydroelectric power for a country starved of electricity, water for irrigation to feed its people, and immense political leverage over every country downstream. And here's something that surprises many observers. Unlike previous governments plagued by corruption, multiple reports suggest the Taliban is actually completing these projects with surprising efficiency and far less graft. But the Taliban's ambitions aren't limited to just infrastructure. They are rebuilding their capital from the ground up with a project called Kabul New City. This isn't just a renovation. It's a 722 square kilometer master-planned megacity. The plan includes 250,000 new housing units, with space for up to 3 million people. It's designed with modern universities, clinics, sprawling business districts, and green spaces. This is a 30-year, multi-phase plan. If completed, it would be one of the largest planned cities in all of Asia, a bold statement of their long-term vision for the country. While all of this is happening, another global superpower is making a silent but massive move. In May of 2025, China, Pakistan, and the Taliban signed a historic agreement to extend the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, or CPEC, directly into Afghanistan. This multi-billion-dollar initiative gives China exactly what it wants: a direct land route from its western region of Xinjiang into Afghanistan. This opens up access to Afghanistan's legendary mineral wealth and creates a strategic gateway into Central Asia. But there's an even bigger project tied to this: the Trans-Afghan Railway. This is a $4.8 billion, 573-kilometer-long railway that will connect Uzbekistan to Pakistan, right through the heart of Afghanistan. It's an engineering marvel, requiring over 300 bridges and 5 major tunnels through some of the world's most difficult terrain. Once completed, it will slash travel time for goods from Central Asia to the sea from 35 days down to just 4. Construction is set to begin in 2025. Meanwhile, the Harat-Tehran Railway is already active, giving Afghanistan access to Iranian ports and, by extension, global shipping lanes for the first time. Then, in September 2024, the Taliban did something that stunned international observers. They officially restarted construction of the Tapi pipeline. This is a $10 billion project stretching over 1,800 kilometers. It's designed to move 33 billion cubic meters of natural gas from Turkmenistan through Afghanistan and Pakistan and into India. The project was first negotiated with the Taliban way back in 1998, and now, over 25 years later, they are the ones pushing it forward. If it succeeds, it could earn Afghanistan nearly $1 billion a year in transit fees alone, a game changer for its economy. Another critical piece of the puzzle is the CAS A1000 project. This initiative will transmit clean hydroelectric power from Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan all the way to Afghanistan and Pakistan. Of the 1,300 megawatts generated, 300 will stay in Afghanistan, enough to power over 1 million homes in a country where electricity is a luxury. The World Bank, which had paused the project, resumed its involvement in 2024 with a special arrangement that bypasses Taliban-controlled finances, but construction on the ground is still moving forward, demonstrating a pragmatic approach from all sides. So, how is all of this being funded? The answer lies right beneath their feet. Afghanistan is sitting on an estimated $1 to $3 trillion worth of minerals. We're talking about vast reserves of lithium, copper, rare earth elements, iron, and gold. The Taliban has been aggressively opening up mines and taxing the operations. In 2022 alone, they collected over $1.5 billion in revenue, much of it from mining. China's long-delayed Anak copper mine, one of the largest in the world, finally restarted operations in 2024 after the Taliban provided the security it needed. This mineral income is now funding the roads, railways, tunnels, and power projects we've been talking about. It's a self-perpetuating cycle. Extraction funds infrastructure, which then enables even more extraction. Perhaps nothing symbolizes this new era more than the rebuilding of the Saling Tunnel. Once known as one of the deadliest roads on Earth, this 2.7-kilometer tunnel was built by the Soviets in 1964, perched at an elevation of 11,000 feet. Whether these ambitious projects ultimately succeed or collapse under the weight of political instability and regional tensions, one thing is clear: the Taliban is actively reshaping Afghanistan in ways the world never expected. Water, energy, minerals, railways, and trade corridors, these aren't just construction projects. They are tools of regional power designed to secure their control and project influence far beyond their borders. Whatever happens next will not only determine the future of Afghanistan, but will also redraw the strategic map of the entire region. Thanks for watching. If you found this interesting, make sure to like and subscribe Mind Facts for more deep dives into the stories shaping our world.